So hello guys, in this video we'll be seeing how to calculate the sum of complex numbers using C programming with function. So it starts like firstly the first statement is the header file hashtag include stdio.h for the printf and scanf. Then we are declaring a structure complex which contains the members float real and float imaginary to store the real and imaginary values of the complex number given. And then this is the function declaration here, where we are declaring the function or namely add, which is of data type complex, as we are declared here. It contains two parameters n1 and n2 of same data type complex. And then the next statement is the int main, which contains a series of instructions. So firstly, here the structure variable declaration is being done. So n1, n2 are the two variables which will show the value of first complex number and second complex number. Finally, the result stores the sum of these. All these are of type complex. And the next statement is the printf statement, which is asking the user for first complex numbers details. So it will print as for first complex number, enter the real and imaginary parts. So next, we are fetching the values here, which they have entered through the scanf statement, where n1 dot real dot operator is used to access the members of the structure. So n1 dot real and n1 dot imaginary, where the ampersand is used fetch the value. Similarly, same goes for the second complex number. Here again, this, for second complex number, enter the real and imaginary parts will be printed, and same as we have done for the first variable, the second numbers, real and imaginary part will be fetched here. Since they are of type float here, so percentage f is used as a specifier. So finally, the result which stores the final sum of the complex number, that is declared like displayed here, result is equals to, it will call the function here. We are calling the function. So this will lead us to the function definition, that is this. So now the function definition is as it goes. The name is add, which is of type complex, and it contains two variables n1 and n2 of type complex again. So it contains the logic. So here we are declaring a local variable temp of type complex to refer to the real and imaginary members of the structure. So temp dot real is equals to, here we are firstly adding just the real part of the first and second complex number, and then we are adding just the imaginary part. So temp dot real, this addition n1 dot real plus n2 dot real is stored in temp dot real, and nextly, n1 dot imaginary and n2 dot imaginary. The addition sum of that is stored in imaginary member. So finally, will return temp, which will be having the values of both the real and imaginary sum. So again, after this, it will return the value of this temp to this. So that sum, which is stored in temp, will be now assigned to result. So finally, we will print the sum of the complex number as firstly the real part plus imaginary part into I. As we know, this is the format how a complex number is usually displayed. So then here firstly it will come as real result dot real. So here real part will display, and then the result dot imaginary. So imaginary part into I will be displayed. Finally, return 0 and end of the interval. So end of the program. So hope you guys got it. Now let's execute it and see. So compile, build, and execute. So it is asking me for first complex number, enter the real and imaginary parts. So let me give the real part of the first complex number as 2 and the imaginary part as 4. And for the second, let me give the real part as 5 and the imaginary part as 3. Now after this, if we calculate it manually, then we must get the answer as 2 plus 5, 7, and 4 plus 3 is also 7. So we must get 7 plus 7i as the result of complex sum. So let's see. So here we go. Sum is equals to 7 plus 7i. Since it is in float data type, so point 0 is must. So I hope you guys got it. That's it for today's videos, guys. Thank you.